is unnatural is untrustworthy. So do you think this lion is like why? Do you think he really is wild, or do you think he's really a good lion?
He gotta be a good lion if he tamed.
If he tamed, good.
That means somebody trained him to be.
That is what that means.
Like some lions that they have in the circus. They teach them how to listen. And like wolves.
That's good. Alright. Now I'm going to have you turn it over. I want you to draw something different now, but I want you to wait. Okay? I'm going to describe something, and then you're gonna draw it. Finally, we reached the Elkington farm, where 1,000 miles of Africa receded from its edge. On the farm was a nice house with a large veranda. Their father shared muffins, cake, and talked with the Elkingtons while I wandered toward the bush in search of small adventures. I caught sight of Bison Singh, a Sikh who tended the horses. Atop his head was a fantastic turban. There seemed so much of it and so little of Bishan Singh. Was there 1,000 yards of cloth in that turban? He raised his arm and greeted me in Swahili as I ran toward open country. So do you know what, can you draw the house for me, maybe? What you think the house looks like? Do you know what a veranda is? It's like a large porch that wraps around the house.
Like a house.
And it's just got a porch on the front, and it wraps around.
You're like,
and it's on thousands of, he said, what did she say?
It's something.
It's on where 1,000 miles of Africa receded from its edge. So it's in a really far off place. It's very like secluded. You know what secluded means? Where it's like isolated, it's like on its own.
Can I draw it? You can draw this one.
You can draw any way you want.
This food.
That's okay.
I meant to do it this way.
That's good though.
And draw porch.
Alright, ready? I was within yards of the Elkington lion before I saw him. He lay sprawled in the sun, his tail moving slowly, stroking the rough grass like a knotted rope end. He was not asleep. He was only still. He was rust red like a strokable cat. So what do you kind of picture? What colors?
Blue.
Blue?
What did you say again?
He has, well, before they said he had a black mane, and she said he was rust red like a strokable cat. So that's a very strange colored lion.
No, he making me think of Simba. Wait, Scar.
Yeah, it does kind of sound more like Scar than it would be.
Like Lion King. Because he's got a black mane and Scar and a black.
Ready? Let's look at the picture.
Yeah.
So he does kind of look a lot more like Scar, doesn't
he? Yeah, dude.
Okay.
Scar like a skinny lion.
I stopped and he lifted his head. He stared at me with yellow eyes. I stared back, scuffling my bare toes in the dust, pursing my lips in a noiseless whistle. A very small girl who knew about lions. The lion raised himself and sighed. He sniffed the air. I remembered not to run. Walking slowly, I began to sing a defiant song. Kali Koma Simba Sisi, I sang, fierce like the lion we are we. I went in a straight line past the lion, seeing his eyes shine, watching his tail beat time to the meter of my ditty. I cannot say there was any danger in his eyes, but he did not lie down again. So she's not scared at all.
But I would
Does he seem scared? He looks pretty big, don't you think?
But he looked big
Compared to her, right?
She running.
Singing still, I trotted toward a low hill that might, if I was lucky, have Cape gooseberry bushes on its slopes.
So is she hungry?
I guess. We'll see. Maybe she wants to feed the lion. Look at this. It goes from being look at all the colors. It goes from being all yellow and like nice.
Wait on the dark side.
The country was gray-green and dry, and the sun lay on it closely, making the ground hot under my feet. There was no sound or wind. Even the lion made no sound as he came swiftly behind me. What followed was my scream that was barely a whisper, a blow that struck me to the ground, and teeth closing on my leg. He roared an immense roar that dissolved me in it. I lay still under the weight of Patty's paws and tried not to be.
Who's Patty?
The lion, the Elkington lion.
The lion helping her?
Yeah. Well, no, he kind of like attacked her. But do we think he really attacked her? We'll see. It was then that Bison Singh's turban appeared over the edge of the hill. Singh had seen Patty go in the direction I had taken and had decided to follow. A lion and a little girl are strange company, he thought.
I thought she was a girl.
Singh called for help and people raced to me. Mr. Elkington arrived with a mind to beat Patty with a kiboko, but the lion was not in a good mood to accept the punishment. Patty rushed to Mr. Elkington, who fled to the top of a nearby tree. Now there was an angry crowd where once was only a young girl and a lion. That night, Patty killed a horse, a bull, and a cow. That's strange, isn't it?
Why would she kill it?
I don't know. Well, let's find out. Maybe they'll tell us.
And why did they trap the lion? I think the lion trying to help the girl.
Well, we don't know. I guess they all thought, it seemed that he was attacking her, right? Because he was biting her. In the end, he was caught and caged where he remained for many years. People stared at him, and he stared back. And this went on until he was an old lion and his life ended. Patty had lived and died in ways not of his choosing. He was a good lion, and he had done what he could about being a tame lion. Who thinks it is fair to be judged by a single mistake? I still have scars from his teeth and claws, but they are very small now, and almost forgotten, and I do not begrudge him his moment.
So he's dead.
But, he was a good lion for the most part, right?
He always was good. They say he was tame, and tame lions doesn't mean he's gonna scratch people or kill them.
What they say at the end, that he made a mistake, right?
What you? What you do?
He by attacking her,
He did?
Well, yeah.
I thought he was just trying to help her.
We don't really know. Maybe he was. Maybe he was just trying to play with her. But everybody took it as that he was trying to attack her. I don't know. So, do you think this book had a lot of description in it? No? You don't think so? Do you think that that when you were drawing, you were able to draw because of the words, though? Do you think it helped you? It helped you out when you were reading? So, did you close your eyes when you were, thinking about it? Sometimes you did, right? Mm-hmm. And you used... What did you do when we were talking about the lions and what they looked like? You thought about lions that you know of, like the Lion King, right? To think about what they would look like, right? So you drew from your...
He had a son.
Who?
Right, he had... Okay, Scar had two sons with the same name as him.
Mm-hmm.
And Simba had a daughter.
Mm-hmm. I think you did a good job, though.
saw Simba's. I saw Scar's wife. I never knew he had a wife. I never knew he had a kid.
All right, you did a good job.